Good morning. Welcome to Writers Write. I'm Ann Kimbrough. How you guys doing today? Let's see if I can open up the chat box. I did for the first time. The first time, I think I have almost done it in ages that it opened the first time for the first time. Anyway, it's a good day. Cheers. Happy Friday. You have found some writing sprints. Within an hour-ish, we do two 25-minute writing sprints. And this is a very good day for that. Any day is a good day. Let's see. Let me do a shout out to YouTube station Max Relax as our royalty-free background music at the moment. Max Relax. Well, that's what we need. Maximum relaxation to let the creativity flow so we can get some work done. Let's see. Music. Find them on YouTube. I didn't even say that, did I? How you guys doing today? It's Friday. Whee! I'm getting ready to head out for a little staycation. Although I had somebody tell me that they thought that I lived in a unique city for staycations, that not most cities sort of had offered what mine did, that you might as well just stay at home and just go out and do stuff. I don't know if that's true, but hey, Sturgio, how are you? You're on Messenger? I sent you a video. Sticking man next to her. Yeah, I'll check. You're still playing with that one, are you? Some people make things up. They fake it. You saw me do it live. Yeah, yikes. Hey, there was good news on that front today. What they were saying that if you have been fully vaccinated, I mean, I guess you have to wait 2 weeks after your second shot. Or I guess if you're doing the one shot 2 weeks after, you can stop wearing a mask in places that allow you to stop wearing a mask. We'll see what that happens. But that was a nice thought, that you didn't really have to worry about people that weren't vaccinated. They're the ones at risk, not people that have been vaccinated, which makes sense. And that was a good news. I love the idea of a world where you don't have to wear masks. I mean, I do. I wear them, especially when when I'm told I need to. I definitely wear it when I go into the grocery store and all those places. But it's nice that something is changing. But I have not seen what you sent me on Messenger. And I'm not going to look at that, Sergio. That stuff is BS, okay? I'm just telling you. I have my own arm, and I did the test for you. And you know it's not true. I don't know why you want to believe it. That's what I would question. Why do you need that to be true? Inquiring minds. Anyways, today I'm going to do some work. I did not feel into writing yesterday. You know, people, you have days like that. It's important. It's important to go with it when you aren't feeling creative, to just do something else and recharge. And that was kind of yesterday. I went to the pool and exercised, and after that I was just like, I don't want to do anything today. Which the part of me that is always like, you need to be doing something. The part of me that loves to be productive really hated that. But the other part of me was stronger yesterday. So that means today I want to be really super productive. And, you know, I feel recharged. Actually, I feel good. I got a lot of sleep. And all that is very important for your mental health, your creative health. You know, we don't talk about that. Creative health is probably part of your mental health. And it's important to feed your creativity sometimes with unconnecting to things for a day. Yeah, it helped. So yeah, I know what I have to work on this morning, and I am going to focus and get some good stuff done when it comes to that. And I'm celebrating a few years back. I had a baby today. Quite a few years back, I had a child, and this was the day it happened. Wow, kind of go back in time and remember what it was like. They were really good times. I'm happy I did it. It turned out well. Okay, Sergio, you do your investigation. Are you investigating something? How does that help your writing? I personally, I have been looking a lot at social media and how I interact with it lately, and wondering how much I use it as a crutch to be lazy and not do the work I'm supposed to do, and how much it adds to me feeling tired sometimes, because tired's not really the right word. It's kind of just like disconnected and not wanting to be, and not being excited about what I need to work on. Where like a day like today, I wake up excited about all the things I want to work on, I need to work on, and I feel sometimes social media can just chop that excitement down, and I'm not sure what it is. I guess there's I think checking into social media for me has some sort of boredom to it, like some sort of repetitiveness that just sort of takes the fun out of things. I mean, I like to engage. I like to find, I have other people, I like to watch their writing sprints. I like it when people are talking to you like this. But just to scroll through a feed and read what people are doing, that over time is a drag. It really is. It's kind of like a drag on your mind, mostly because I feel like there's no end to it. You could scroll forever. TikTok is like that. I remember at the beginning of the pandemic, I'm like, I got to figure out what TikTok is. And so I got on TikTok and did it. And my gosh, if you want to waste time, you can do it on TikTok really without even thinking. So yeah, I got off of TikTok really fast. But I'm so invested in Facebook. I mean, gosh, that kind of dates me, doesn't it? But I am invested because I interact with a lot of my friends, like people I know in real life. I interact with them on Facebook, so I like to see what they're doing. But still, at some point, it feels like you're serving it instead of it serving you. I mean, that social media world, not any individual person, but just the entity of it. And I think that's the part that I find is kind of depresses me. I'm like, what am I really getting out of it? So lately, I definitely realized that it shouldn't be like the go-to thing to do when you have a down moment, because there's many other things that could come to you. We're about ready to write, are we? It's about that time. Anyway, I could go on and on about it, but I guess for myself, I've sort of I'm trying to make the choice. I don't know, because it's so handy just to pick up your phone and look at it. I want to try to stop doing that. And I think the only way to do it is to set the phone away from you, somewhere else in the room. So it's just not right there to pick up. And I think it's going to be hard to break that habit. But it can happen. I'll keep you posted. It could get dicey. All right. I think it's time to do some writing. To let that creativity I'm talking about that sometimes I seem to stifle with by always wanting to check my phone. we need to let it loose. See what it brings to us in the form of stories and just amazing thoughts that we can turn into movies and books and TV shows and podcasts. That is exciting. So let's get working on it, okay? On your mark, get set, right! We're sprinting. Our first 25-minute sprint is now underway. All right. And I still haven't tested out Yardstream. I got to do that. I'm going to do that later today. So if you see me pop up on YouTube, that's why. I want to get it all set up for Monday. I'm going to stream from my hotel. So that's kind of worth checking in to see if I can do it. Can she? I should be able to, right? Yikes. Oh. No. I don't know. Is that really the smart thing to do? She asked herself. I don't know why am I wasting my time on this? She asked. Nobody but herself. I've got to get the scripts together for my podcast I'm doing a recording today. I swallowed wrong. Excuse me. I swallowed and breathed at the same time. That's not good. Hey, Victoria. I'm just joking. Glad you could join me for this. I'm okay. You should not try to swallow and breathe at the same time. I could really cough for a few minutes here, but hi. I'm okay. What you working on today, Victoria? Let's transition. I really do need that cough button. I'm just gonna have to cough. Okay. Oh, there it is. Ooh. Some very freaky stories. These are for my podcast about scary stories. I have my recording with the girl that plays our newscaster. Let's see, what is this? Oh, really? Coffee. Anytime I choke, I go to my coffee. It's a very scary story. Hey, Allie. How are you today? It's Friday. Yay! Are you guys doing some writing? Or just checking in? I appreciate both. Oh, good to hear that you're good. Studying. Oh, cool. Ooh, big exam in October. Oh, well, you'll be ready, I'm sure. Cool. Excellent. You're all set with courses and studying. Way to go. Congrats. And she's cooking dinner at the same time. She's bringing home the bacon and cooking it up in a pan. There was a song about that years and years ago. I'm really happy for you. Way to go, girl. Okay. Okay, I will. I will push you on. How's that studying going? Well, I know it can be kind of, it can be something to have something like that facing you, looming ahead. But like any big thing, you're doing it the right way. You're breaking it down, and that's how you beat it, how you win, how you're ready for sure. How old is your little one? Didn't you say she was like six-ish? I can't say that. 6-ish. 7, isn't she kind of young? I didn't think you had to encourage little kids to eat their pizza fast. My little one turns 21 today. Makes me feel really old. But guess what I was doing 21 years ago? I was getting some relief. Hey, Andrew, how are you? 5. She's 5, yeah. Okay, I was in the ballpark, wasn't I? Oh, no. Well, hope your coworker's okay. You are definitely the go-to guy. How's your writing been with all that biz? She wants to eat over 4 hours? Why? Maybe you could make a game of it. You could set a timer at the table and give her a small one slice. My father, who is still with us, he had a thing he made up called Super Fork, because kids will dawdle, and I mean, we weren't dawdling over pizza, that's for sure. But whatever it was, kids, I guess the hard thing is making kids eat on your schedule, because sometimes kids don't want to. I think maybe that's the pushback. But anyway, so he created Super Fork, and we would sit down at the dinner table and he would go, Super Fork, it's going to eat your food. And I don't know, there's just something in that for a kid that they can't fight it. They don't want you to take away something that's theirs. So Super Fork, we loved it when he appeared, but we didn't want Super Fork to eat our food. For some reason, that worked on us. I guess it was a simpler time. She wants to play. Well, my feeling is with kids, you need to warn them what's going to happen, and like you said, you've got to say this is how long you have to eat, and after that the food goes away, and you have to then stand by it. You can't just threaten something and not do it. So you take the food away, and then she's going to want it. So then you have to leave her some kind of back door to get the food, because ultimately that is your goal, that she eats, right? So then maybe she has to do something to earn the food to eat it. I don't know. But you gotta really be smart with kids. You gotta outthink them, because they will outweight you. Yeah. Yep. Well, you gotta do that. I mean, that to me is the thing I always saw when I used to babysit kids. I remember I didn't do a lot of it, because as a teenager, I thought kids were a pain. But I did do some babysitting for this one family, and their daughter did not listen to the parents at all. I mean, at all. They had like a son that was like my age, and then they had this younger child. So they obviously had them way far apart, and they must have just let her do whatever she wanted. And but I did not. So when I was somewhere and I said, "Hey, we're going," the very first time she tried to throw a fit on me, I just started to walk away. Because I said because we were at a playground. I said, we're going back home now. And of course she didn't want to be left. So she shut up and she chased me. And then anytime after that, I remember once her parents were over, her parents knew my parents somehow. And they had stopped by with her. And so I was going to let the parents talk. So I was like, hey, come up, I'll show you something in my room. And she pulled her thing again. She's like, no, I don't want to do. I said, come on. I said, come on, let's go right now. And she got up and ran upstairs with me to, look at some book. And her parents were like, how did you do that? How did you get her to do what you wanted? And it did boil down to that same thing, is that you have to do what you say. And that's what they never did. They would say something and then they wouldn't follow up. So see, you're such a smart mom already. And you're in for a lot of that. She's only 5. She will keep testing you. With my kid, I would say it was the terrible 3s, not the terrible 2s. And it was just one of those times you had to teach them that you meant it. And with us, he liked little cars, little matchbox cars. And we had like a big tub full of them. And all we had to do was say, we're going to take your cars away. And all we did was we would take the tub of cars, put it on top of the dishwasher or the washing machine for like a half hour. I mean, he's a little kid. So little kids, a little bit of time is a lot. So we would take it away, say, you're going to lose your cars. And we'd go put them away. I'm sure we said like for a half hour or something, but oh my God, you'd think we had cut his leg off. And I don't know, he learned pretty fast. You only have to have a couple moments with some kids. He was actually a really good child. And now he's an adult. And I have to let him be an adult. Well, he's the one that I just want to call my younger brother, because he makes me too old now that he's old. My younger brother, I had him when I was 13. I guess I could have technically had a kid when I was maybe 13, 14. That would have been really gross, but anyway. See, how old would I be if I was... Yeah, I'd still be old. And that's my parenting advice for today. It's not much. Sounds like you're already on the right track. What I will say is enjoy this time. In spite of you have to live it, and obviously every moment, every day isn't easy. Kids can test you, but before you know it, they're 21 and they're out of your house and gone. So, yeah. I would happily spend a day with my 5-year-old boy, even if he wouldn't eat his pizza. I remember having to bribe him to eat McDonald's chicken nuggets. I remember having to bribe him to just take a bite. He was weird that way. I mean, the kid was like a connoisseur of grilled cheese sandwiches. I mean, he would have grilled cheese anywhere. I mean, honestly, the kid grew up on grilled cheese. It's awful. Luckily, he did like fruit. So, but anything else, and it's not like chicken nuggets are good for you, but I was just trying to get him to eat something different. And he liked them once he tried them, but I had to bribe him to have a chicken nugget. Believe it? Now he'll eat anything. He went out and had sushi yesterday with my husband. So, his father, obviously. So, they put you through it. But then they turn out okay, and you miss it when they were little, and you forget how difficult they could be day to day. Yeah, it's worth it. It's all worth it. How's the timer? Is it working? Luckily, Come on, timer. Come on. Why is it... Smack, smack. I'm smacking my timer. What are we at? Alright. We still have... It's relatively close. She would eat sushi? Wow. Girl's got taste. I mean, I wouldn't eat sushi. I don't like... I like cooked things. I like cooked salmon. But I have to... I'm allergic to shellfish. The timer is still not working. I did finally get a real-life digital timer. It's downstairs. It is cheap as... Oh, it's cheap. Cheaply made, but it seems to work. Come on, what is wrong with you? I don't get it. It's digital. It should just work. It's working now. We technically have 2 minutes left, so it was stalled for a minute and I didn't notice it. So those playing at home, you get an extra minute of writing time. Because that's the other thing with this timer. There's no like automatic reset button. I can't, I even looked up in the little, you can't just clear. There's no clear. I don't know who makes these things, but it's really annoying. Come on. Why? I'm asking why. Why technology? I think it's just the same reason for Sarah. Just because it can. It messes with you. Just because it can. All right, our timer finally decided it was time to stop. Thank you, timer, for finally doing your job. How'd you guys do? Did you get some time, some good writing time? I got some work done. Be certain to save your work. Finish your thoughts. Let's see. I do have some coffee to make today. Going with some half calf. Since I've already had one caffeinated beverage this morning. Boom. And my little fridge is still working lovely. Do you see I actually have, I have water in it. Yeah, this is just a novelty. It's really quite, see, did that work? I turn it off when I'm not here. I just turn it on when I'm here. It actually chills up really fast, but I'm afraid to leave it alone on. I figured it's quite a drain, and obviously it's just water in there. I could put my milk in there. It's not that hot though, so I mean hot in the room, so. Dinner time. Oh well. Hoping your daughter wants some pizza. Why doesn't she like pizza? Maybe you need to find something she does like. That's easy to make, like pizza. Can you make her feel like she's part of the food making process so that way she'll be invested in eating something she's prepared? Can you do that with a 5-year-old? I feel like if you can make something feel like, I mean, it takes so much effort as a parent sometimes, but if you can make a kid feel like that it's a reward, they might go for it. I don't know. Well, I do believe that the human being in all of us will eat when it is hungry. Maybe you give her an alternative of something fruity, something healthy, like that if she eventually feels hungry, she could eat something else. Maybe. I have a feeling she won't starve. I have a feeling you won't let that happen. Maybe she's just a breakfast person. She'd rather have breakfast. Ooh, coffee. All right, let's see. I might just not waste that cream. But I do reiterate that the problems you're having with the 5-year-old, you'll miss them when she's 30. So try to take a moment and go, I know, it's impossible. It's hard to miss something that you have. But you're living the good times right now with her. Pizza's her favorite? Well, maybe variety. Maybe she needs some variety. Maybe you need to tell her if you don't have this pizza, you won't get any more pizza for a week. This is your last pizza for the week. Say there's a pizza shortage. Yeah, don't lie to her. Sorry. Tell her Santa is taking away your pizza. No, it doesn't. Now I'm just being silly to entertain you. Yes. Hot coffee. Don't give her any hot coffee. She doesn't deserve it. Well, this too you shall survive, Mama. It is Friday. Where I am too. Imagine that. Well, I know some places it isn't. Some places it's Saturday. Like, in Australia. But, they're sleeping. Still, probably. Yeah. What else is going on? What else can I share with you that's new and amazing? Well, I'll be here. I won't be right here come Monday, but I'm going to stream on, it'll still be on YouTube. I'm just going to use a different, this is called Streamlabs OBS, this system that I'm using. So I'll do something different. I'm going to use StreamYard, and I'm going to test it later today. So if you do see me pop up on YouTube, I'm going to do like another 25-minute sprint At some point, once I get it all set up. Really? I haven't been to Australia. I have friends that live there. They seem to survive. I would like to go. Well, Brisbane looks adorable. What an adorable city of like a river runs through it, around it. I don't know. I have to say that at this point, I can't imagine being on a plane that long. So I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. But maybe if you like did some hops, like it still is a long trip from the US, just even to get to Europe. Anyway, you're closer. You're very close, Allie. You go for all of us. You can get away from your daughter for a little bit and just go to Australia. And go to the big city where there aren't these huge, awful spiders. Yeah, I don't get into spiders. All right, let's keep writing. For those that are playing along at home, I'm assuming somebody is. Victoria, are you writing? You've got stuff to work on. Okay, 25 is on the clock. We'll see if it works this time. On your mark, get set, right. It's doing it. Luckily, I look at the real clock. And you guys do too. Yummy. I'm getting some stuff done. I'm working on a script for my podcast, which I'm recording today. So I gotta get it. I'm like, I really should do this and give my actor a little notice. She can just read it though, but it would be nice to. She hasn't complained, but I feel like I should get it to her a few days in advance. But no. Hey, Victoria, you are writing, you say. I'm assuming. Yes. I know you got some good things going on, Victoria. What can you tell us? And Andrew, I think, just popped in and had to leave. Oh, I'm sorry you're having to fill in, by the way, Andrew, my friend. But we hope to see you. Well, it's always nice to see you guys when you can come. I appreciate it. And of course, these videos are always there for you to use when your schedule allows you to actually sit down and write. Oh, wow. No pizza equals no Kindle. See? So my sister-in-law, who actually worked with children, so she was a social worker, retired now, but she worked with kids. So what she told us, and we were dealing with about a 5-year-old as well, what maybe even a few years younger, but what she told us is that don't take away things forever, because in their mind, a little bit of time means a lot. So you need to take something away so they know why they're losing it, and you need to put it somewhere where they can see it, or I mean, if you put it up on a shelf somewhere, you do have to make them very aware of what they're losing, while they're losing it, and that they're going to lose it for a half hour. And that in our world doesn't seem like a lot of time, but in a kid's world it does. So I guess the whole point is that the reward of getting it back and the lesson they've learned by how they lost it is able to all stick together, because it's in their minds they can't hold that much information. No toys or Kindle if no pizza. Cool. Well, I mean, I guess you could try again if you did that. And I don't know. Do you take stuff away for like overnight? In our case, we found that it worked. We found 30 minutes worked. And we only had to do it a couple times. And of course, because he had all these cars in this plastic bin, it was a really great show where we made a big show of, okay, you're losing your cars. And you pick them up and you take them and you put them on top of the washing machine. So he could go and he could sort of see them. And oh, it was so painful for him. And then you set a timer or something. He got him back, and whatever he was doing wrong, he stopped. It wasn't eating. We never used it for food. Oh, eat your pizza, get your Kindle. Yeah. But I thought that was an interesting thing that I never knew about kids. That taking something away for what we would think wasn't... I mean, I would, I remember when you're a teenager, it was always the threat of losing something for a week, wasn't it? So... But a week is like a lifetime for a little kid. All right, let's see. On the rise. Okay. Okay, what are you saying? Ha ha ha. Well, it sounds like you have it under control. So I guess, does it work? Do some of these tactics get her to finally eat? Inquiring minds want to know. I have no idea why. Ah, there we go. Oh. Sometimes it does not want to help you update your font choice. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting, she said, meaning it's not interesting at all. Why can't I? Ah, thank you. Okay. No. Huh. Whoa. Theoretically, I did it right. Well, 5. Hello, 5. I remember you. Do you remember, like, when you were a kid, you really thought you were all that? I mean, I can remember being like more like 7, probably 6 or 7. I remember just thinking I was the smartest thing in the world. I don't know where that comes from. Maybe it's sort of something that is a coping mechanism that helps us. Let's see, trying to do something that helps us survive. But you're like, really? You really think so? Haha. Well, maybe she's getting it out of her system and she'll be a wonderful little teen. But yeah, teens are bad. Hate to be the one to tell you. I found that because the thing is that how, I don't know how we were as teens, but yeah, they just have a way of, well, talk about thinking they know everything and are right. Teenagers. Once again, I do believe it's also another mechanism of growing up where, you know, you need to sort of start breaking away from home and making your own way. So it's like a natural thing, but it can be hard to live with. Oh gosh. Try to remember, she's only 5. Think how much knowledge she has in 5 years. In many ways, it's amazing. In many ways, it's like, you weren't even here 5 years ago. I have shoes older than you. Smarter than you, maybe. No. They at least would eat pizza if they could eat. Well, I would say that if you think that they're bad, that's probably what you'll get back. Don't you believe that thoughts lead to reality? Maybe you need to start thinking good thoughts about how she'll suddenly be the really great, perfect child. I don't know. It does seem like a long shot. But thinking positive has worked for some in the past. I have books older than you. What does steam it? Steam it. Do not know what this is. Tell her once she learns how to play jazz piano, then she can decide what she eats. I remember my son, we had two sayings with him, and he caught on pretty quickly that they meant no. One was "we'll see," because I hated the fact that I always felt like I was saying no when he was like little, like your daughter's age. Off to lunch. Bye, Victoria. Thanks for popping in. Hope you got some work done. You're saying she's smart. Yep, they are. They're so smart. If someone wanted to make a case for me that you are as smart as you'll ever be when you're a child, I mean, at least common sense, wicked smart like that, not book smart. Smart. Obviously, that's something you build up on over time. But that common sense wit that people have, I think you're born with it, and you can see it in kids. Well, that's cool. She knows where babies come from. Maybe she doesn't want to eat because of that. She won't have a baby. She's like, maybe she doesn't know everything about how they get in your tummy, since food also goes in your tummy. I don't know. Maybe there's something at the root of why she doesn't want to eat pizza right now. Or she's just not hungry. Anyway, I do think kids are wonderful and they can try you. But I know you need to enjoy it. You got to enjoy these moments. Easy for me to say, right? Hey. You'll miss them one day. That's my bottom line. Okay. Does she take after you, Allie? That sounds like a great character. Ballet and karate. Balati? What'd you call it? Smash the words together. Black belt ballerina. I mean, my God, she's just a great source of information. You have to write that story. Yeah. Hey, if you can't, I mean, if she's going to put you through all this, you might as well write a character about her and turn it into, you know, gold. I have a friend too that she has a YA series. It's really good. I really hope somebody finds it and publishes it. And it's all based on her daughter, who's a vegan. And I think she's kind of a vegan herself too. But she just gets all these things that her teenage daughter does and says, and she it's a great outlet. And her daughter's read the books and she actually likes them. So it's like, it's not insulting. It's like, it's win-win. And one day you can tell her that she inspired it. A super villain. Oh, look at the timer. We are over, so it must have stalled again. For anyone that's playing along at home, your writing time is definitely up. How did you do? I'm just gonna try to stop this because it's 9:02. So, it says 45 seconds. We'll let it run down, but your time is up, technically. See, it stalled again. Anybody out there technical? I mean, or has anybody out there used a timer that actually works? Because from what I've seen, the ones I can find to put on my laptop so you see them do not work. They just don't. Which is a bummer, because I like the visual, don't you? I like having something there. It doesn't even have to be pretty like this. I just thought if I paid for something, it would work. But sadly, no. I know there's these like tomato Pomodoro timers, something like that. But I tried, that first one I tried was one of those and it didn't work. It was free though. Alrighty. For those of you writing, I hope you had a very good, a little bit extra long writing sprint. A YouTube timer? I guess I'll have to look for one. Thank you for the suggestion. All right, so we've done it. Another week of writing. I appreciate you for popping in and sharing this time with me, Allie. Good luck with Sarah and pizza. Tell her I'll eat her pizza. She just has to ship it to me. I will be checking in sometime between now and Monday, testing out that new system. But I hope you can pop in on Monday because I'm going to be at a hotel. And it's supposed to have a view of the Bellagio fountains. Do you know those? They play music, and I don't know if you can hear them. And I'm pretty sure by the time I'm going to stream in the morning, they don't turn on that early. But bye, girl. Have fun with your studies. I will be reminding you. Study, study, study. Take good care, and have a great weekend. Go out there. Be creative. Write something that everybody will love, even if it's about a princess ballerina.